Yeah, it was a psychedelic, or it was the colorfulness of them, and it was maybe too obvious. It wasn't like the typical black and white silhouette that you find at a border station when when you go into an airport.
In 1974, the General Services Administration commissioned American pop artist Peter Max to create 7 original paintings as part of its contribution to the U.S. bicentennial celebration. These paintings would be reproduced as more than 200 large screen-printed wooden signs to be installed at U.S. border stations along Canada and Mexico. The artwork was to be accompanied by a separate panel of text with the greeting, "Welcome to the United States," in English, along with a Spanish or French translation. These would be the nation's first bilingual welcome signs.
Greeting about 5.5 billion people into America over the next 20 years, about 200 million a year, at 235 border stations.
Max's unique and colorful style captured the spirit of the 1960s and 70s, and was often considered by critics as the visual arts counterpart to the music of the Beatles. His popularity was prolific during this time, and produced art from covers of New York City's Yellow Pages phone book to postage stamps in 1974. Counter to his widespread popularity, his style was initially not well received by the U.S. Customs Service. His bright, cosmic, and floating figures were said to be too psychedelic and closely linked to the drug subculture of the 1960s. Customs refused to hang the signs, calling them inappropriate and contrary to the image they wanted to portray about drug control. The project was sidelined as federal officials placed Max's art in storage. Peter Max's welcome signs had become unwelcome. With time came change. In 1977, the U.S. saw a shift in administration and an advocate for Peter Max's work from the newly elected President Jimmy Carter. The Welcome Sign Project was revived. In October 1977, 2 of Max's signs were installed at Alexandria Bay, New York, and Highgate Springs, Vermont. It was reported that as soon as the signs went up, motorists began stopping to take pictures of them.
They have been very, very well received. I understand from the Customs Department that 1 out of 4 people have a picture taken next to it.
Peter Max's artistic presence along the U.S. border, however, was short-lived. A 1984 survey of the signs by the Customs Service found them to be in poor condition. Over time, the Max welcome signs were replaced with more conventional signage. Today, 2 of Peter Max's welcome signs are maintained by CBP headquarters in Washington, D.C., while many others are safeguarded by the local CBP offices in which they were originally placed.